So this is going to be our fourth box. We've already opened a couple boxes of Time Spiral. Been real interesting set. We've got a couple different cards here: Leveler, Ancient Den, a beautiful Urtali, Primal, and a couple of these other ones. And for some reason, my autofocus has been re-enabled. So gotta take care of that real quick. Because there's nothing more annoying than trying to get a card to be in focus when the autofocus is a little slow. So give me 1 second here while I get rid of the autofocus. I don't know why that webcam setting state didn't stay. But let's see here. This should be, we'll just use this beautiful card I got from one of the boxes yesterday, give this a test, and it looks like that is a winner. So we did pull a Lotus Bloom. I mean, it's an okay card. But yeah, going back to these. So far in the boxes, we've pulled on average, one box had two, well, two boxes had two, and one box had one. So these old border foil time shifted cards are going to be money. So we got total 4 new boxes in today. I'm not going to open all 4 boxes. I'm going to actually probably age a couple boxes just because of trying to get some value back. And I also only like to open so many cards at a time. So let's get this one cord. I have some reason my one cord, man. All right, there we go. So, Time Spiral. Overall, cool set, ton of slivers. The funny thing about sliver decks is I wish they had slivers that, for especially Commander, I feel like when you play Commander with slivers that you have to play 5 colors. I wish they had maybe some type of like dual color Commander Legend sliver that would let you focus in on 2 of the colors. So this set, for the most part, has been red, white, and green for the slivers. Now, because this is a new day, a new video, we're going to go through slowly some of these commons. Like I said, this is my 4th box opening. A lot of ape cards. A lot of illusion, time counters. Oh, there's our first sliver. Spinneret sliver. I've been putting the slivers out to the side. I think that they're going to be probably the first cards I put on TCG Player. A lot of fungus cards. I mean, there's that black and white legendary fungus commander that I think he's gotten some new toys. And a Chroma Angel of Fury Mythic. And we're going to go back to a Bedlam Reveler for the old border. And a Spider token. So the tokens in this set have been really good. I really do like the tokens in this. So the artwork's pretty decent. I mean, it's kind of weird not having any double-sided tokens. This is the first set that I've opened. Our spider. Red spider. I don't even remember any red spiders, but another sliver. I think I got like 3 foil slivers. So far, the foiling, Firewake sliver, first uncommon, hasn't been curling. This Celeste calcification pool is probably one of the higher showing up. Secret plans for the old border card. Calcification pool going to be a cheap bulk uncommon. The storage lands are interesting. I don't know. So what else we got here? Some elementals. We got Urborg, Siphon Mage, Spell Kabu's, Mind Stab, Suspend. This is another bulk. I've noticed I gotten a lot more of those in majority of other cards. So a lot of these, again, Prodigal Pyromancer will be going up on TCG Player, Cybertech cards, and we got Age Reigning and Quasali Pride Mage. I think I already got one of them. I really haven't decided how many cards I'm going to keep. I saw that a lot of these are good in Modern and Vintage. I'm not a card player, per se. I don't think I've actually even gone to a tournament since I played back in the 90s, other than pre-release stuff. But, you know, the local place does Commander. I just don't know if I want to get into having to sink some of the money. Oh, that's nice. Dryad Arbor. I like this. I like these land creatures. I find these really interesting. That it isn't a spell. But it's affected by summoning sickness, and it's a 1/1. Really interesting. So there's our old border and a common. Now, the only thing I don't like about the old borders is they get rid of the planeswalking symbol, so these will be easy cards to be counterfeited, unfortunately, I think. So that's the only downside, I think. Although I just noticed that a lot of these don't... Oh, it's only the rares, that's right. And I still wish this would have had some other color slivers than red, white, and green. There are some gold slivers, Homoculuses, bonded. Now, Clockwork Hydra seems like a really cool card. I definitely like this, especially if you could... I mean, you can tap it. I mean, if you put this with an artifact that you can tap and untap, that's going to be amazing. And we got a Treasure Cruise in the Time Spiral. I think that's a decent card. Again, I really don't know the prices that well. I haven't really paid attention to the prices that well. I haven't put any of my cards up on TCG Player yet. So let me bring up MTG Goldfish. I love MTG Goldfish for pricing and taking a look at some of these time-shifted cards. Did pull a Thought Thieves, have 2 Chalices of a Void, have Yawgmoth Thran Transition, have Kiki Jiki. So, Treasure, I don't know where that is. That's probably a cheap one. I would love to get a Waste time shifted. I keep on hoping I pull one of those. I don't like buying... I don't like buying singles if I can help it, unless it's a reserved list card. I figure I'll just deal without it. So Treasure Cruise is only $1.82. Now these individual packs, I don't know if I would buy them or not. Honestly, I think someone said they're going for like $5-6. If that's the case, you know, I like buying my cards by the box. It's just simpler. I figure whatever I don't enjoy. Necrotic Sliver, really cool sliver. I do like Necrotic Sliver. Phantom Worm and Greater Gargadon, and we have the Vampire Hex Mage. So Vampire Hex Mage, let's just look at a couple other of these cards. Vampire Hex Mage, $1.29. So the cheapest time-shifted card is $1. So, I mean, if you think about that, you got already $1 in value no matter what you get. If you want to get one of the, you know, the question is how many $1 cards are there versus the nicer Brute Force. I'm going to try to open as many of these as I can before I put them on TCG Player, just because it makes life so much easier. White Mare Lion, and we got the Salt Blast, destroy target non-white permanent. That's kind of cool. I like Salt Blast. I think they gave some whites some powerful stuff. And we got the Slaughter Pack and Restoration Angel. So with Restoration Angel, again, we're going to go look at MTG Restoration Angel, a little bit higher on the map. And Restoration Angel, it's $1.75. So I mean, and of course we get once in a while get one of these elf/sapperling type foils, and then the awesome token. So if you figure about it, about $36 minimum is what you're going to pull out of a box. So if you know, I think I bought these boxes for $184. I think they're now going for $240. Honestly, I don't think I would pay $240 for this set. There's not a lot of, to me, personal value. Benevolent Commander. And we got the Hollow one. So, again, let's look at some of these. We're going to take a dive into some of these. Hollow one, we're looking at $221. So we're going up. We're definitely going up. We're going the right direction. So far, haven't had any weird packs. Yesterday had a pack that had, out of this, all the commons, 6 of them were there 3 sets of duplicates, so that was kind of shitty. I'm still kind of pissed at that. I mean, most of my commons are bulk commons anyway because of the number of boxes I open and the number of boxes. Molten Slag Heap, awesome card. And we got a Vesuva. So this is my second Vesuva. This, I don't know if I'll keep this as a card that is 4 of, and Contagion Clasp. So in the old artwork. So Contagion Class. We're going to look at Contagion. Where are you, buddy? So we're looking at a 76-cent card. So actually there are some that are actually below $1. Really cool. I love the goblins. I think the goblins, they did a really good job with the goblin cards. So we'll probably do 2 openings. We'll do 2 boxes. That'll give me 5 boxes of cards I've opened. And again, like I said, most of these, once I sort them out, will be going to TCG Player. Cybertech cards, you can look me up. A lot of times, if you buy like 3 cards, I can usually fit Sylvan Scryan and a foil version of that. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Don't know what that is. That's a common. So Sylvan Scrying. Let's take a look at what this is going up for. So we're looking at a $2.08 card. The time shifted cards, I don't know if I'll keep a lot of them. There are some that I got already that are really freaking sweet and I love. Mostly I got these just to try to flip some boxes. The value was really good. Return to Dust. Teleria West. So Teleria West, transmute. Search your library card with a converted mana cost of 0. So that's kind of cool. And then we got a Lava Spike. I think I have 3 of those Teleria Wests. Not sure the benefit of them. I mean, there's a lot of 0 casting cards in here. You know, I guess with blue, the one thing I would look for is the 1 counterspell. Oh, that's a sliver. Ton of slivers. Like, all right, here's the interesting stuff. Dread Return. Fairy Spell Shaper. That's going in my Iona deck. Fungus. And Pact of the Titan. So, I mean, these are those cards that are for that 0 costing cast that Tolarian West would be really interesting. Now, this Mortify, I love. I love Mortify as a spell. I love the old artwork on this. I love the feel of this card. This is definitely one of my favorite cards. You know, the other cool thing is these cards are valid in the standard format that if they're legal. So Mortify is definitely, you know, if I had a lot of Mortifies, I think I'd swap them out for that card. I just think the artwork and the old time shifted boarded. Chromatic Star, a really cool artifact. I love the artwork in this one better than any of the other Chromatic Stars. And we got the Gauntlet of Power with Thanos. And Ancient Den, beautiful card. I love the old art border. Again, the Ancient Den, really slick card. You know, it's not as slick as that version of Ancient Den in the whole foil. But nonetheless, that is still a cool card. And it looks like we got our first time shifted foil. So what do we got here? Epic Experiment. So let's take a look at this. Again, about two of these per box is what I'm seeing. So let's go to the time shifted foil, and let's see what we got for this. Time shifted, we're going over to, and again, I'm using MTG Goldfish. Epic Experiment. Let's do this by alphabet, because I hate trying to figure out what's a card is worth. So Epic Experiment, we're looking, where are we? And why do I not see you? Oh, never mind, time shifted foil. So there's 121 of these. So Epic Experiment, we're looking at a $45 card right here, $45.97. Now the prices have been going down, 41%, 57%, 36%. So when it comes to collecting these, you know, I don't know what people's opinion are with collecting certain cards that are like this. You know, I know me personally, I'll probably try to sell these sooner than later, just based upon the expected value of the card. Would like to get some of the money back. So that's our first, but again, you know, you figure 45 bucks on a 200 or 180, that means $146 of value I got to make up in all the other cards. And I still haven't got a Sliver Hive Lord. That's what I'm really looking for. That's what I would enjoy. I haven't really looked at the common prices. I think a lot of the commons, well, the uncommons, and we got the Versen. Paradoxal Outcome. You know, the only thing that sucks about after you open one of those cards with the time shifted foil is all the other ones are just like blah. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Coral Trickster. Coal Stoker is an interesting card. Red Giant deck. A couple Drakes. Wait. One, two, three, four, five, six. So, again, you know, here's another one of these packs. Watch this. Ukatabi Drake, Ridge Kunsight, and I thought I saw these. Hey, look at that. So here's another pack of duplicates. Like, come on, Wizard of the Coast, get fucking together here. You know, this is getting ridiculous with your shit. You know, this is ridiculous. Where's your quality control? You know, it's time that somebody starts calling you out on this shit. You know, we're buying your product and you can't even get your shit together. You know, I have a feeling with me personally that Strixhaven's going to be the last set I'm going to buy for a while. I'm not into the Warhammer, whatever set. I'm not into a lot of the other stuff that they're looking at with these alternative universes, yada yada yada. Um, you know, I really don't like the quality control on a lot of their stuff. Night of the Relinquency, great, 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 great. Had to moderate a message. Some idiots there. Want to be famous? 5 followers. No, no thanks. I don't really do this to be famous. I just do this because I enjoy playing these video back and kind of reflex sliver. And kind of enjoy just messing with magic cards. So, Shivan Meteor, 13 damage to a creature. Harmonize, Aeon Chronicle, and we got the Theraban Inspector in the old border. So, cool times. Cool times. All right. So we're almost halfway through the packs. So we're still looking, you know, it'd be great if I got like 3 foils. A 3 foil box would be awesome. You know, the one thing I've noticed is there's not a lot of mythics in this set. I'm not seeing a lot of mythics. Urza's Factory, cool. I love Urza's. I love the old Urza stories back in the day. And we got an elf shapeshifter and Swarm Yard. Regenerate target intersect, rack, or spider or squirrel. So Swarm Yard and Courser of Kruphix. Now, I think with the cards that are the time shifted, I'm not going to keep more than one of those for my personal collection. I don't really see the purpose. I'll probably keep 4 of each of the other cards. Nice reflex sliver. And we got Karavik the Merciless. And Exquisite Firecraft. That's actually a pretty cool 4 damage sneak. Alright, what do we got here? Another sliver. I think they overkilled the slivers. Joria's Time Bug, really cool card. I like Joria's Time Bug with the time counters. That's a neat concept. I didn't play when they had the time counters. Hivestone. Now this is kind of a cool card to give other creatures the sliver ability. And we got Timur Battle Rage. And we got Mystical Teaching. No, that's still the Mystical Teaching. Yeah, that's the newer border. I haven't figured out what creates Metallic Sliver. I haven't figured that out yet. One little buddy. So we got a couple more. Let's see. Go through the con. You know, it's always funny. I feel bad for people in the later videos because I'm like, I've already seen this, so I'm just going to get rid of this. Okay, Stonecloaker. Skittering Monstrosity. And Moraganda Petroglyphs. Creatures with no abilities get +2/+. That's kind of cool. And then we got Talaran Sky Summoner. And a Saproling. I think the bulk commons, I think, you know, the thing that sucks about this set being so damn expensive per box, you know, I don't think you're going to see really cheap commons. Glittering Wish. And the Pan Harmonican and the old border. It's my second one out of 5 boxes. Probably will get rid of that one. You know, the one thing, the main reason I do TCG Player and do the cards is, you know, I like to collect the sets. You know, it's always been my thing is collecting sets. And the easiest way to do it is to basically buy the boxes. And we got a Shriek Maw, in the old, and we got a Reckless Worm common. So, you know, selling some of the duplicates and some of the bulk, you know, not too bad. Common. Okay, Salt Crusted Steep. Again, the lands are kind of cool. And a Crystal Shard. So we haven't looked up any of these, so let's pick this Crystal Shard and let's take a gander on what the time shifted value is of the Crystal Shard. So Crystal Shard, $1.71. So value, Now this would be a cool set to draft. I haven't drafted any of these. You know, it's going to be interesting as I do have 12 boxes of the 3-pack drafts coming. It's going to be interesting to see how the pools are in those versus the packs that I've been getting in here. Are they going to be better because of how they're set up? And we got the Elvish Mystic. The Elf Druid, that's going to be going in my Elf Commander deck. I think Elves for Commander, got a couple cool new cards. Or new old cards, because again, this is just a remastered set. Another Chromatic Star. I don't even want to know how many of them I have. And we got the Imperiosaur. Alright, Angel's Grace, Lingering, and we got a foil Fungal Reaches. So that's kind of cool. I do like that card. I do like the foils. I mean, the kind of cool thing about the foils is they're kind of back to the way they used to be with this set. And again, none of these foils, I don't see any of the foils curling yet, so that's kind of a good sign. Maybe they got their shit together and figured out what's right. Alright, Whipspine Drake, we got some Sudden Death, and we got the Coalition Relic of add 1 mana of any color. And the Mole Drifter. That was an interesting time-shifted card. I don't think we'll see much value unless if someone really wants that artwork, just because that just came out in one of the previous sets as a reprint. I feel like that Wizards is starting to run out of ideas, and that's why they're bringing in more and more of these reprint, remastered sets. Fury Sliver. Got a cool construct and Dark Banishing Light. So the Banishing Light in this form is really cool. I like this version of Banishing Light. I think I have 2 of those, I believe. That one might be a no trade. So what do we got here? We got an Elf Archer, Reach and Death Touch. That's kind of a nice for a little elfie. We got a Shaper Parasite, Outrider, and Summoner's Pact. So the cool thing about the Summoner's Pact is, again, they've got that 4 mana. If you don't, you lose the game. Young Pyromancer. So let's take a look at this Young Pyromancer and see what she's worth. Young Pyromancer. $6.46 is what the value of her card is. Still no waste. I would love a waste. I miss the whole Eldrazi invasion or takeover or whatever you want to call it. So I don't actually have any waste. So it'd be really cool to kind of get a waste in the old form. Got the Fungal Reaches in the normal non-foil, Lightning Axe, Magus of the Future, and Temur Ascendant Shri for another duplicate. Still looking for, God, more slivers. I'm going to have a ton of slivers. Like I said, they're going to be going up soon because I have them already picked out. So that's kind of cool. Liliana's Triumph in the old frame. So Liliana's Triumph, let's take a look. Go up here a little bit. Liliana, what are you going to be worth? 73 cents. You know? I just don't know. It'll be interesting to see how these prices go. Usually I just dump all the cards before the prices really flatline out. Molten Rain, cool card. I think Molten Rain is actually a little bit better. It's $1. So let's just go through these commons really quick. Getting tired of dealing with the commons. I really want the Hypergenesis. Okay. And we got Farseek. Really cool card. I love Farseek. Search your library for Plains, Island, Swamp, or Mountain card. The only way it would have been better is if they would have had you be able to get another green. But, $2 card for the... And then we have a Poultry's Sliver. So, I'm not sure if I have that one in foil. Again, I'm putting any of those slivers. Like I said, I have that sliver deck that I've been building. Would love to get a lot of them in foil versions just to really make it shine. I know everybody hates slivers. Slivers have always been one of those decks that I really played heavily back in the early days. Not all my decks would have the Sliver Queen. I did a lot of 2-color, 3-color Sedge Sliver for the rare. And then we have Shram, the Senior Edificer. So we got Shram. So what do we have for Shram? Let's take a look here. Shram is a $2.80 card. Again, a lot of these prices, minus 71%, minus 68. I mean, the price on the individual cards here for these are dropping fast. So, it's starting to get to the point where you really shouldn't even pre-buy any singles. I don't understand why people pre-buy singles. I don't know what they're hoping to get out of it. Especially with some of these cards that, the prices are just dropping drastically, like, all creatures have reach. Another sliver. Some funguses, export pay. Arch of Oriska. Cool card. Xlan, I believe. They came back out with that. So last pack, and I'm not even going to put it on the camera, just because my back is starting to hurt. And so far, we'll wait till we get to the uncommon. So here's let's get to the good stuff. Sudden Death, Fungal Reaches, Wipe Away, Reiterate, and a Solum Synchrilarium. So that's a kind of a cool remake of that card. I never really got that card until I started selling cards, and then people started buying them. So you're looking at a $3.85 card. So wow, that is... So right now we're looking at 2 boxes with the foil time shifted, and 1 box or 2 boxes with the single foil time shifted card. So as a collector, that's going to be fun. Again, check me out on TCG Player, Cybertech Cards, and help support this stream.